Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Lorine. We back with another video. You see the thumbnail, see this video's about, but before we get into this video, I want to say what's up to my subscribers. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you are new, please consider hitting subscribe and turn on notifications, because on this channel we do thought-provoking videos, reaction videos, and once a month I do a review on a black-owned product. Not to mention I do a weekly live called Wednesday Night Live every Wednesday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, where I have a live show when I talk about current topics, maybe some videos I posted, some things I posted on either here or Instagram or Twitter, wherever. We just have a conversation about that. Also, I have another weekly podcast called the Breaking Structure Podcast with myself and my brother, Unstructured Conversations, where we have a discussion about things that's going on throughout the week. I'll put a link to my other page, the Breaking Structure Podcast page, in the description box. All right, so let's get into this video. All right, so we have Rogel Aguilera-Moderos, right? Not sure if I'm saying the name right or not. For now, I'm just calling him the truck driver, right? Because I don't want to butcher a name more than once. But this man got 110 years for a fatal accident that happened in 2019 in the state of Colorado, right? So I'm gonna play you guys a news clip of what happened. Then after that, I give you my opinions on it, and I want you guys' opinions on it too, so we can have a conversation in the comments. So let me get into this news clip.
Is now planned for the truck driver sentenced to 110 years in prison in a Colorado accident that killed 4 people. Rogel Aguilera-Moderos was sentenced on Monday in Jefferson County District Court. You see, that horrific wreck was on I-70 near Colorado Springs Mall. That was April of 2019. Our Rick Salinger has covered the trucker's case since that day and has new information right now. Rick?
Well, Jim, James Colgan, the attorney for the truck driver, says there will be an appeal, but it won't be based on that mandatory 110-year sentence. Instead, it'll be on any errors that might have occurred during the trial. But still, that sentence is raising more than just eyebrows. For those who drive the big rigs, what happened in Colorado this week is startling. 110 years in prison for Rogel Aguilera-Moderos in the fiery 2019 crash that occurred after losing his brakes.
It's unbelievable, honestly, because it could happen anytime, anywhere. And if the brakes fail, the brakes fail. It's a malfunction. 4
people were killed. The truck driver convicted of vehicular homicide, assault, and recklessness, bypassing a runaway truck ramp and swerving into stopped traffic on I-70.
I'm begging for forgiveness.
His attorney told CBS 4 there will be an appeal. An online petition on change.org has around 2 million signatures now calling for clemency or commutation of the sentence. The governor addressed that.
We review all clemency applications. We've yet to receive one from the individual.
Some, but not all, the victims of the crash settled lawsuits against the trucking company involved, but it has since gone out of business. The truck driver now left to bear the brunt of what happened.
The loss of life is sad regardless, but 110 years, that seems a bit much.
Truckers like him who pass by on I-70 may not notice, but there's a small memorial to this very major crash.
All right, so there you have it, man. You see that this truck driver killed 4 people and got 110 years. So let's unpack a few things, right? First thing first, he decided to fight it. He actually had a chance to take a plea for 10 years. So think about that. He had a chance to take a plea for 10 years. So from him not taking that plea, they added another 100 years on top of it, which is crazy. So if you was in that position, would you just take it to 10 years or would you try to fight it? I don't know. I'd have felt like I'm innocent in that case. If I was him, I would probably try to fight it, because it could be seen as an accident. You have people like Bruce Jenner, at the time. I don't know if it was Bruce or Caitlyn Jenner at the time, but I'll just say Caitlyn Jenner. She did have a car accident, a fatal car accident, and she killed someone. And so did Brandy Norwood had the same thing. And I'm not just using those 2 names. I'm just saying, like, this happens with people, and a lot of times people have fatal car accidents. It's an accident, and people don't go to jail. It's just just an unfortunate event. that somebody died in a car crash, because it could have been a number of things. And they said that the brakes went bad. From what I understand, they said that in the news clip, they said that he passed 3 runway ramps. So that's like the little ramp on the side where you could just kind of like, for the trucks. So the trucks could kind of like go in to the ramps in case something happens. You better off hitting that rail and that ramp than you are hitting cars and hitting people. So they said he passed one of them. Before I understand, what I heard, he actually passed 3. So he passed 3 runway ramps. So that's something you're supposed to know as a trucker. So anybody who's a trucker, that you can see in the comments, you know that you're supposed to go into that runway ramp. And also, he's driving in the mountains. I don't know if people ever drove in the mountains before. I have, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes go like to North Carolina in the mountains in those areas. I was driving like through Pittsburgh, going through mountains, in mountains, up mountains, stuff like that. It's mountains down here in the South. And once you start driving those mountains, the driving game is different. You know what I'm saying? I'll be driving regular cars like a Chevy Impala or a Toyota Camry or something like that, and you feel the difference. You feel the difference of going up and going down. Going down, sometimes you got to like step on the brakes and you still doing 80. You hold on to the brakes a little bit because that's how much acceleration the car has. So imagine having an 18-wheeler with that much acceleration going up and down mountain hills or mountain slopes, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's no joke going up and down mountains. I'm not sure where he learned how to drive, because you know truck drivers can learn. Say you can learn in Texas or learn somewhere that's flat. And now you got to do a job out of state. You know, you may know how to drive the truck physically, but going up and down mountains is a whole nother animal. That's a whole nother animal. You know what I'm saying? I'll be going down. I go slow as hell up and down mountains. I try to be going, you know, a snail's pace. But with this happening now, you know, the 110 years, a lot of people feel that's unfair. In my opinion, I think it's unfair too. And from what I'm seeing now, it's a lot of truckers protesting, and they not going through the state of Colorado now. They stopping their trucks and they're not bringing things to Colorado. I mean, that's good for the solidarity. 110 years is a lot of years to do something like this. But man, this is crazy. You know, it's very unfortunate. And they said that he was speeding too. You know, so they said he was speeding. You know, it's very unfortunate 4 people died, man. That's a whack way to go out. And then that video, man, that video was pretty bad. Seeing all the cars in flames, like, you know, people were in those cars. That's a whack way to go out. That's a whack way to go out. But what do you guys think about this? Do you think this guy deserved 110 years for what he did, or you think that he should have took the plea deal and took the 10 years? Probably got out on good behavior. You know, in my opinion, I think 110 years is a bad look. And I think if I was in his situation, I would have probably tried to fight this. I ain't gonna lie. I would have probably fight this, and I'd be sitting there with 110 years. But, you know, trucking is a very hard job. Shout out to all the truckers out there. You know, I salute you. You guys do a wonderful job, because it's not an easy job. You know, I was told not to cut off trucks when you're driving. Don't cut off a truck. You know what I'm saying? Or if a truck is about to stop at a yellow light, just let that truck go, because 9 times out of 10, that truck is not going to stop at no yellow light because it's too much momentum. So those are some truck tips I got for you. But yeah, shout out to the truckers, and shout out to the people who own truck companies. So I see a lot of people coming up owning truck companies, and a lot of people being truckers. You know what I'm saying? It's a good business, something that's very needed in this country. And shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the work y'all do. But 110 years, that is crazy. 110 years. That is crazy. But those are my thoughts on this, man. Appreciate you guys' time. All right, man. Leave something in the comments. Until next time. Peace.